Look at these. So, there's a little bit of a somewhat mini theme for this episode. Because two out of the three books have to do with quite possibly one of my favorite sitcoms of the 80s. Thank you for being a friend. These two books right here: Murder by Cheesecake and Death on the Lanai by Rachel Ekstrom Courage. Now, when I first heard about these books, I was very intrigued. Essentially, they are cozy murder mysteries. And the premise is, what if the Golden Girls had mysteries on their hands and solved them? So I'm gonna be very honest with you folks. I've heard very mixed things about these books. Two different extremes. Some people say that they're brilliant, that, it's almost like the show itself. And I've heard other people say that they're not very well written, that, well, one person in particular intimated to me that while the author is a very sweet, very wonderful lady, the writing is just not very good for the characters. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to get with these two books. The last time I tried reading a book series where this trope happened, I don't know if anybody out there remembers this, but there was a series of books that were written with the premise being, what if Groucho Marx, the famous comedian, solved murders? I tried reading a couple of them, and unfortunately, they weren't very good. So, my expectations are unfortunately a little bit low, but I guess we'll see what happens. I might be thoroughly surprised. We don't know. The third book that I picked up was It Came from Neverland by Cynthia Pelayo. And it's one of those premises that intrigue me, as much like these books intrigue me. This one intrigued me. What if Wendy Darling, as an adult, realized that Peter Pan was not the wonderful, great Neverland boy in the stories, and he was actually a darker, more sinister character? I always enjoy books like this where things are turned on its head. So, yeah, I am ready to give this one a whirl. So, I'm going to do a little bit of reading and I will check back with you in a little. Okay, well, having the benefit of a day off, I was able to get this reading done. I really wanted to like these. I really, really did. I tried so very hard to get into these books. Rachel Ekstrom Courage, you tried. There's effort here. I really wanted to like these. But unfortunately, I just could not get into them. It was not holding my attention, mostly because the characters just did not match the way they are in the sitcom. And I kind of understand that these are not, I'm assuming, meant to be wacky kind of sitcom-y things, but you still really didn't get the essence of these characters. Um, as a friend of mine intimated, Rachel's is sweet as pie, and she really does love the Golden Girls, but these two books just didn't really hit me very well. This one, it was an improvement over the first one here. Still just was not um, it just did not make me want to continue reading these books. It was just yeah, it was a slog to read through. If there was a little bit more comedy thrown in, I'm not saying it had to be like a wacky Golden Girls episode through and through, but it just, yeah, it really did not capture my attention. So it is with a very heavy heart that I say that these two definitely are going to be donated. Unfortunately, just could not get through them. Now this was an amazing read. It's one of those books where it's like, I really wish that this could be turned into a movie because it sucked me in completely. The premise is fantastic. The writing is amazing. Cynthia Pelayo, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, really knew what she was doing when she wrote this. Oh, well, she's a Bram Stoker award-winning novelist. I just looked at the back of the book and saw that. So, yes, that really shows that she knew what she was doing. As a matter of fact, I actually read almost almost halfway through this book before I realized, oh hey, I was only supposed to read 20 pages before I came up with my assessment. This should show you how much I was enjoying this book. So I will be, not only will I be reading the rest of this book, I will be seeking out more of Cynthia's works. So yes. So to review, um, two no's and one yes. Unfortunately, this just was not cutting it. This exceeded things and much more. What is on my hand? What is this? Yeah, that was a thing that I probably should have noticed from the start. But yes, that is my assessment, and unfortunately, that's just the way that things went. So take that with a grain of salt, and